This is a lesson preview for April 22nd. And now on your course, I think more than one class is watching this, but on your course there should be some sort of folder which contains these sorts of videos. You can also get the video from the lessons page. Now the videos are meant as a preview. For example, if you want to review what it is you should be working on for that given day after class, or if you're not able to attend the class either via Zoom or face-to-face, you're absent or you're sick or something, you can watch it in your spare time and see what we're covering that day. So I have not put the video in here yet, but I will. So if you look at the lessons page, I haven't connected it to the lessons page either, but I'm going to. So last time we talked about creating the plan and also provided a template for creating your lab description file. That's part of, remember, you have to you're creating your 4 islands, a solution to those 4 islands using a single program, and a lab description. So you can give that lab description and your islands to somebody else, and they can solve your problem, and they'll do the same for you. They'll give you their islands and their lab description, and you solve their island. So your planning table should be complete or very close to complete by now. Ideally, you'd be finished with it, and you can begin working on the solving your islands. Now, as you're proceeding through the create stage, you should keep these 2 tables up to date. One tracks the technical skills that you used. The other one tracks any changes you make to your planning table or to the original design. For example, you might find that your game is just unsolvable. Your islands are unsolvable, at least in a reasonable amount of time, because they don't have enough in common. And so you may have to go back and adjust the island. So let's go back to the handout. And let's take a quick look at the rubric to see what you should be doing. So it says here you should have 10 entries in your planning table, and the plan table should be reviewed or evaluated by a peer. So the peer is looking for things like unrealistic time estimates for a given task, that sort of thing, or perhaps you've left something out, some task is missing. Now down here it says you should have 8 techniques that demonstrate technical skill or excellence, and the handout describes a list of things that you could include as a technical skill. And then down here at the bottom it says details changes made to both the design and the plan with screenshots. So that means you have to include some evidence of the change that you made. So if you go back up here to technical skills, here are a whole bunch of them, and you can look at these and see which one. Let's fix that typo, not a typo, grammatical. Same here, let's just fix that. So you should review these things and see which ones you are using on a given day. Now for your planning table, remember you filled in dates for all the lessons, and you may have additional dates in here. That's okay, because you could be working on the weekend. Now please note that CEP is May 10 to 13. That's a Tuesday through Friday. CEP is 1 week, and you should have an entry in here indicating that that is a period of time where we have no classes. Anyway, those dates that you put in here can also be used in this table. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't have dates in here. It really should. If I were you, I would add a date column to this table to indicate, well, I'll have to discuss that with the teachers. It won't hurt to put a date column on here. Now, on a given day, if you did copy the dates from your plan into here on a given day, if you didn't have any technical skills or use any technical skills, then you could just say no technical skills used that day. But that's unlikely. I mean, how can you work on your project and not be using some one or more technical skills? So I would think that all the dates from the plan should be moved into the technical skills table. Now for the design and plan changes, note there are dates in here, and they may or may not correspond to the dates we had class. Now again, my recommendation is to match these dates. All three tables can have the same set of dates. And if you didn't make any changes on the plan, then or the design, then you can just indicate no changes today. Now the other thing I would do is separate, what was the change made to, the plan or the design? So it says here, this will result in my partner understanding. So it was a change to the lab description, so that's more design than planning. So I like to do this. Color's nice. So here you change the plan. Now here it says, due to my plan shifting back a day. All right, so that's a change to the plan, and you should indicate it like this. So remember, you're creating a technical document, and this stuff should be easy to spot. So I can quickly see on this date I changed the design, on this date I changed the plan. Now you might have changed both of them on the same date, in which case you would have a second entry on the date called plan, also in red. Excuse me. And I think that's it. We'll talk about the solution presentation a little bit later. All right then, so have a go with that, and ask questions if you need help. Bye.